Welcome to episode 29 of the Bernie and Marley podcast. And sorry if you hear the AC on. I'm going to keep that thing on. It is freaking... How hot is it outside?
It's pretty damn hot because I'm even starting to glisten. I'm pretty sure you can see me glistening here from across the table.
She's sweating buckets, guys. But I'm not turning it off. So if you hear the AC in the background, I'm sorry. Just giving you guys a heads up right now.
Just full disclaimer right now.
Yeah. And Marley is back with us. She's been missing for a few episodes now. She's
missing in action lately.
Wait, where were you? In Laughlin, Arizona?
Well, I went out there to the river for a little bit. For just a weekend trip. It wasn't big.
Man, I'm like, I need you.
I know, man. But
I was able to pull in some episodes.
When the river calls you, it calls you, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like Pocahontas.
I had to go to work.
Just around the river bend.
Lucky. I had to go to work, man. I couldn't get the days off. You held it down here. They were booked.
Kudos.
If you notice at every job you work at, the summer schedule is always booked. And the guy with the most seniority has it pretty much.
He's the one that's taking all the vacation days with the kids while they're on summer break.
Yeah, and I'm part of the low seniority guy, and I get last pick, and whatever's available is like on the crappy January, February. Nobody vacations.
You'll get there one day, grasshopper. He put in his years.
Oh, whatever. So today's topic is fake it till you make it. And to many people, this means different things. This can be faking it on Instagram, faking it at work during your probation period.
During your probationary period?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have you explain more on that one. I'm like curious to hear examples about that.
Because when you're on your probation, you do everything by the book, right? And then after your probation, you're like complete train wreck. Just do everything on your own.
Why is it train wreck?
Well, you get to I can't do this. I'll do this after I pass my probation.
I guess. I don't really have those thoughts, so I guess those things are a bit foreign to me.
Really?
Well, yeah, I'm always going to do good at my job.
Yeah, but during your probation period, you're like walking on eggshells.
I guess. You have that feeling like, well, that's not going to be because of my work performance. It's going to be because I'm probationary and that they can let me go. It's not going to be because of my work performance, though. Because that's going to be on lock.
Should that be considered fake it till you make it?
You mean like fake confidence like that?
Not confidence, but never mind. I think I used the wrong example.
Well, because I know for me, I would have had confidence. I'm like, nah, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get the hang of this. I know I'm not at first, but my mentality is I'm going to get this.
Well, another way you can put it is like, okay, I'm on probation period. I can't be late. But after your probation, you don't even care. You just show up late.
Show 20 minutes late.
Like, whatever.
They need me today.
Whatever, man.
Suddenly your huevos dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, when you're an at-will employee, those thoughts should never leave your mind because they can terminate you at will.
Is that only in California?
I
heard California is an at-will state. That's how they talk about us. Other states.
I'm not sure about that. I would have to Google it.
Okay, we don't want to Google it right now. We don't have time for that. But when I do, what I do think about is fake it till you make it. I see that a lot on Instagram. You see all these guys showing off, showing stacks of money. You know that guy Ty Lopez? You ever seen him on Facebook or Instagram? He's a millionaire.
No, I haven't because I actually don't follow a lot of those Instagram people like that.
Well, he shows up on your Instagram news feeds because he pays for advertisements. So even if you follow him or don't follow him, he's still going to show up on your news feeds. He's paying Instagram so he can show up on people's pages.
Okay. He's paying Instagram to kind of like barrage people with his image, with his info, right?
Yeah, I guess you can put it that way. What I'm saying is you're going to see this guy even if you don't follow him. He's paying thousands of dollars in advertisements. But anyways, Ty Lopez, he's pretty big on social media. He's like Gary Vaynerchuk almost. Not as close to Gary Vaynerchuk. But this guy uses this one house to record. This is where he keeps all his Ferraris and Lamborghinis. And he's not faking it till you make it. But he did admit to one thing. On his videos, it shows stacks of money around the house. And they asked him, and he admitted it. He was saying, oh, that cash, that's fake.
Just straight up, like that's. Well, then where did it come from? What do you mean it's fake?
It's fake. It's like
printed money.
It's printed money. Makes it look real. And it's just
makes it look like he's balling.
Well, yeah, it's an image. When you show stuff like that, it means you're credible. Like you're trustworthy. Okay, this guy has cars, this guy has money.
That's what you try to put yourself off as.
Well, who would you trust? Would you trust the guy with the nice house, the nice car, or the guy with a crappy car, no house? Who would you trust more?
Yeah, I guess it's the image. The image looks more professional. It's like what you said, credible. Okay, yes.
Yeah, so what a lot of people try to do is they try to look credible. Credible. My bad. And by this, they just... this guy's admitted they go rent a Ferrari Rolls Royce over there up in LA. And if you ever go to LA, Los Angeles, California, there's a lot of rental sports cars dealerships, and they'll rent a Ferrari, a Rolls Royce. A Ferrari can run you up to $1,000 a day, and these guys, they'll take up to 20 outfits with them for that day and just take different pictures.
Basically doing a photo shoot.
Well, yeah, they save those pictures.
How much did you say again? A day?
They go 1,000 to 1,400.
Oh heck no!
I looked that up.
Just to rent for a day?
It's an image.
Sorry, that is crazy.
I know it sounds crazy, but to them, it's worth it. They do. A lot of them have a huge following, and they got to keep up that image.
I mean, do they keep up the image because they are getting sponsors to be able to, even be affording to be able to rent a Ferrari?
Okay, if I put myself in their shoes, I would say I would want to rent the Ferrari for a day, for 1,400 a day, and take 20 outfits with me instead of buying this $300,000 Ferrari. I don't know how much it is. I think it's like $220,000 for a Ferrari.
What if they just found one to start taking pictures with it?
Maybe they have a friend with them. I don't know. Another thing I noticed on Instagram, like I said, it's all images. Fake it till you make it.
Well, yeah, that's how they get like the hottest shots. They look so good, and then you see like the behind the scenes and like how the shot was actually taken, and it was like, oh dang, you know what I mean? Step behind the curtains.
Yeah. One thing on Instagram that I notice is people buying followers. You ever seen? Do you know when can you tell if people buy followers?
I can't tell that. I'm not going on there and looking at that or seeing like, you know what I mean?
So when a person follows you and it says that they have 10,000 followers,
I guess I look at to see how many posts they have. That's how I see like, oh, this site supposedly has a bunch of followers, but they only have like 20 posts. So those things to me don't make sense, and I don't follow those things.
Okay, so in order for people to look credible, they buy followers. They buy followers, and to them it means something. Because when you go on someone's page and they're posting, and you look at their page and it's like, oh shoot, this guy has like 10,000 followers. He must be legit, right? But then you look at his picture. How many likes does he have? How much engagement does he have? It's not adding up.
I don't even look at that, like how many likes is each picture. I look at like the content that they're posting. Like let's say I'm looking at a Doberman website or profile. I'm expecting to see things related to that. If I start seeing more personal things, then it's like, nah, this is not the website that I want to do because I don't want to follow that. You know what I mean?
Really? Damn. So I look at everything. I look at the likes, the comments. I'm like, I want to see
for certain things I do. For certain things I do, like certain posts that people put, and it's like, and it is meant to be engaging. I will, read the comments and stuff like that, but only for certain things.
For $40, you can buy 5,000 followers, and it's so easy to do. Just go on the website, type in your Instagram name, password, and those followers will just start coming in freaking fast, dude. Like within less than a few hours, you already have all the 5,000 in there. But let me tell you why it's a bad thing to have that many followers, fake followers. So Instagram has this algorithm, right? If you have 5,000 followers and you post a picture and you're only getting like 10 likes on it, with only one comment, it looks fishy to Instagram. So then what they do is they
actually like have like red flags for those
things.
they
red flag it. And then we even tell you they red flagged it. They'll just like ban you, like shadow ban.
Shadow ban,
like anything.
Oh, ban.
Shadow ban. I don't know if I said it right. They'll shadow ban you for a week, maybe a month. Who knows? And
what's a shadow ban?
Okay, let me tell you what that means. When you post something, you can't see it, or your friends can't see it.
So I post it,
it's like
and
a
then
punishment.
I can no longer see it, nor can my friends. So it's like
you
it never
see
posted.
It. You can see it, and your friends can see it if they go to your profile. But it won't show up on your news feeds, like all the updates.
Oh, okay.
So that's when Instagram just starts getting fishy. Like, what the heck? What's going on? But the person who bought those followers needs it because they gotta look credible. It's fake it till you make it, right?
Yeah, at its finest, really. But I never knew that because I don't take a look at behind the scenes things like that. Like I said, like if I don't care how many followers you have, if you don't have the content that I want to see, I don't need to follow you. I don't care how many followers you have.
Damn, like that?
Well, yeah, yeah. That's really how I do things. Like when I follow certain things, unless it's like certain celebrity people, like if I wanted to follow like Idris Elba or something, you know. But nah, I like to follow things like the National Geographic, Discovery, like the Animal Planet things, or something about the Earth or environments or different things, you know.
I've been following the conspiracy theory like Instagram pages. I gotta stop following those because it's messing with me. Really?
Well, then they post certain things because I started following it because it randomly appeared in like my newsfeed. It started coming up a bit more, and something caught my eye that it posted. I don't really remember what it was about, but it caught my eye. I was like, oh, what the heck? Interesting. And then I it was like one of those things like follow this to learn more. And I followed to learn more. And I liked what they were saying. I found the post that they were saying interesting, so I followed them.
Oh, you see, that's how they hook you. Like, there's people that, hey, want to know how... For example.
Oh, I hate those ones. I never follow.
It's like, hey, you guys want this lifestyle? And they're they're right next to a Ferrari. They want to know how to make $10,000 a month.
Those are like those advertisement scheme things, and I never follow those.
Sounds like
look at them.
Sounds like the Everest College commercial. Remember that one?
I remember the Everest College commercials. They were all pop up all the time.
It's like, hey, you. Yeah, you standing right there. I forgot how the commercial goes.
I was waiting because I forgot to.
It's like, wait a minute. Dude, that's the commercial I used to see every time I come home from school. But these guys, I say fake it till you make it could be a good thing, but on the long run, it's a bad thing. Because it starts messing with your mental health. It doesn't, like, you think you're this person, but you really are someone else. It kind of goes back to the whole mental health thing when I had my few episodes on social media depression.
I think it's linked because, like, people try to encourage you by telling you to fake it, meaning, like, you have to, like, make yourself try and be normal again, let's say, like when it's revolving something around mental health, So it's like you're trying to be normal, so you have to fake getting into, like, a normal routine to make yourself start getting acclimated to that. And then, but you're supposed to stop faking it. It's supposed to just you're supposed to start living in a normal life. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? And when people get stuck in that fake it, they don't stop faking it. It just becomes like a normal, which I guess is what they want you to do. But you shouldn't be having to fake your way through life. If that's what you need to jumpstart to get you to that mental state to carry on and move forward, then that's different. But some people get stuck. And it's like they lose a sense of who they are.
Well, when you fake it and you think you have all this, you think you have all that, and then when it comes to you're paying your bills and you're struggling, I think temporary you forget that you're that person. You pay your bills, and then you come back to that mentality you're in. Because it goes both ways. I think it was bad because the person viewing that stuff, they're like, oh man, I wish I can be that like that person. Like, what do they do? What do they do for a living?
You mean like always wanting, like it's always like the grass is greener kind of thing?
It's not the grass is greener. Is
well, yeah. Well, I guess it's what I interpret it as when you're like, oh, I want what they have.
Okay, let's picture this. Say I'm the one posting Ferraris, nice cars, nice homes, a lavish lifestyle, right?
Okay.
I don't really have that. But the person viewing my pictures
believes that.
And they're like, wow, what do they do for a living? Man, it's like, oh, he's so young. Like, oh, it makes them feel like I'm so behind in life.
So you think in a way that kind of like encourages people to like, to want more, to better themselves?
I feel like
it's because they want what that person has. So then they like, oh, I'm going to get this. And then they want to go get it.
No, I'm saying it's like a mental thing. It affects them mentally. Makes people feel like they're behind in life.
Oh.
Like, why? How come I don't have that stuff? I work so hard. I come home tired every day. How come I don't have those things?
Oh, you're talking about like a downside of that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Well, yeah, because it makes people feel like what you said, like it's like what they want. They want what they can't have, or what they want what somebody else has. It looks better, you know.
I wouldn't say they have something I can't have. Because you can have whatever you want if you're willing to work for it. But a lot of people, they're impatient and make some dumb decisions. This is all stuff I talked about in the previous episodes, but when you start seeing stuff like that on your Instagram, Facebook, like people in the vacations and having nice cars, it makes you want to do dumb decisions. Like, man, I want that. Then you start joining these dumb pyramid schemes.
And quick rich schemes.
Yeah, like desperate moves.
You start asking the bank for money, taking loans,
using credit cards, and
it's
like, no, don't do that. Mm-hmm. And I notice fake it till you make it a lot on podcasting and these upcoming artists. So let me tell you something what you could do with the plays and subscribers on this. On podcasting and these upcoming artists, you can actually buy subscribers. You can buy plays and stuff. So that looks credible to people. It's like, holy crap, 10,000 people listen to this guy?
Yeah, because I look at volumes and for certain things, I'm like, well, how many people listen to this or do this or viewed this?
A lot. It's buying plays, buying subscribers. It's a good thing and then it's a bad thing. The good thing on that is you look credible, like we just talked about. It looks legit, right? Mm-hmm. But the bad thing is those plays aren't real. 10,000 people, the 10,000 plays you just bought are not real people. So then right there you're screwing over sponsors. What if you get a sponsor to sponsor their product and they see no movement when you're talking about their product? Like, hey man, you have 10, 15,000 listeners and we couldn't even sell one item. What's going on?
I see. And then it starts to like really like, you start to notice. Dang, that's crazy.
It's screwing over. Right now, it's a bad thing right now, especially on podcasting, because nothing's verifiable for sure.
Do you think they're going to start regulating that?
Yeah, they actually just started this new, I forgot what it is. It's supposed to, you register your podcast to it, and it's supposed to give you like a verifiable check. Kind of like on Instagram, to let them know they're legit.
Are they going to start policing it like the way... Because Instagram does like monitor things heavily, I think.
They do. So what they're going to do is put this like a blue check on your podcast to let sponsors know that you're legit. Like all these plays are organically, you know? They're real people. So yeah, it goes back to the whole fake it till you make it. Yeah, look. My podcast is 20,000 plays. 20,000 people are listening to my podcast. You can run around and say that and feel good about yourself. But deep down, you know that's not real. On the long run, it's going to hurt you. You're going to burn bridges that way. You know, I just thought of another fake it till you make it moment. What about like dating? You know, that we consider fake it till you make it. Because they say dating girls always say, "Oh, you change. I remember when we were dating, you were so much fun." Would the guy be considered faking it till he makes it?
No, I think that has to do more with like how people get into like those honeymoon phases. Like everything's so like butterflies in my stomach and everything at first, and then after a little bit that wears off, because then like the real person starts coming out, you know, and that's when you start to be like, nah, I'm over it or not. So I don't really think you can fake it till you make it unless you're those psycho people who like.
Well, there's plenty of those people. They act like they're this kind of person, and then once they hook you, they're like this whole different person.
Yeah, usually
they're assholes, jerks, and now you're with them.
Yeah, because you couldn't see it at first. And you know, the sad part is other people will see it, and then you don't. You're like, no, he's not like that, no. And then exactly, everybody that warned you, that's exactly how they turn out.
But you don't see it because you're so in love.
Well, that's what I mean.
Like,
you're blind.
He's going to change. He'll change.
That's always like, no, he's not like that with me, no. You just don't know the real him. Oh.
Remember when we used to go clubbing when we were dating? The honeymoon phase? I would constantly request days off, call off a lot.
Maybe you thought so because that didn't actually happen.
What are you talking about? You always tell me, Bernie, call off.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you actually did it. That's all I'm like, wait a minute, hold your horses.
Sometimes I'll be looking at you like, what the heck, dude? I have a job. I can't be doing that stuff.
I'm like, come on, let's go have fun.
We're over here. We're like, what, 20? How old are you? You were like 30, 29 years old? I'm 27. I'm like, dude, what the heck? Don't we have responsibilities? You're like, we're not 21.
I was younger than that, so screw you.
All right.
Okay. It was. How dare you?
Okay, guys, this was episode 29. Fake it till you make it. It was a short episode. And you guys can find us on social media, Instagram, Bernie and Marley Podcast. You can type that in. Or you can email us at Bernie and Marley Podcast at yahoo.com. All right, guys, laters.